Okay, season 2 of Cross is almost here. And let's be honest, who actually remembers every twist, every face, and every dirty move from season 1? So before you jump back in, you need this recap. Today we're staying locked in on the Fanboy case because it's the backbone of season 1. All right, rewind. Let me walk you through season 1 of Cross, clear, tight, and actually useful.
You have this compulsion to protect. You can't turn it off. It's rooted.
Alex Cross isn't just a cop. He was a loving husband before everything fell apart. His wife, Maria, gets killed in a daytime shooting, and her killer is never found. 1 year later, Cross is still here, wrecked but standing. Widower, father, he's trying to rebuild himself, but the grieving isn't done. His anger spills over, he loses his cool sometimes, and in private, he admits his cracks.
2 different shrinks, they flagged my psyche out, said I had this hero complex.
He's got this unhealthy need to save other people. So when Maria dies in his arms and he's powerless, it breaks him from the inside. Cross shuts down the second you mention therapy, and that creates tension with his partner.
Make the appointment. Do it right now.
John Sampson. And he just wants to help because he sees it clearly. His boy is using the job like a shield, and Cross only has one idea in his head: find a target for his rage or it eats him alive. His job, detective with the Washington police. His specialty, psychology. Basically, this dude is scary good. He connects dots that nobody else sees.
Did we ever figure out the name of that?
He's doing his thing.
And the Goodspeed case is going to let him redirect all that anger he's carrying somewhere else.
Call the DOJ. We need an independent investigation.
Malika is furious. In her mind, the cops gunned down her brother.
The whole city loved my brother.
Amir Goodspeed, a Black Lives Matter activist, is found dead in his car. An overdose, officially. Cross and Sampson take the case and immediately slam into the most toxic combo possible. Politics, media, public rage. The streets want answers. The brass wants a conclusion that won't blow up the city, except Cross is defending an inconvenient truth. To him,
I think he was murdered.
Oh, F me in the A.
diabetes doesn't play nice with drugs. A Muslim man with pork in his last meal. No, something doesn't add up.
Sounds like a suicide.
No.
That conclusion hits his boss the wrong way. Anderson runs the Washington police. Ambitious, she's aiming for mayor, so she needs the case wrapped up fast and clean. A murder? No way. She'd rather label Goodspeed a junkie than admit she might be dealing with a serial killer. And to top it off, Anderson wants Cross beside her at a press conference because he's black.
Stand in the back and look pretty.
And black.
But Cross refuses to be a billboard. She gives him 48 hours to find real proof, or the case is closed.
Are you trying to solve a crime or a PR problem?
The duo tracks the last call Goodspeed made right before he died. It leads to Tavio, someone close to the family. Except the witness gets taken out by a sniper before he can talk. And that cleanup only strengthens the idea this was a homicide. At the crime scene, Tavio's wife takes the phone off the body. Vanessa isn't trying to hide the evidence. She wants to control who she hands it to get what she calls real justice. Total anti-cop distrust. So she turns to a journalist instead, Tanya Hightower. Tanya's all over the Goodspeed case, full-on pushy reporter mode. The partners brush her off when she's in the way or negotiate with her when it benefits them. Except Tanya will never get the chance to interview Vanessa. She gets clocked by a guy who's twitchy, unstable, an ex-cop with connections. Perfect. Now he can track the investigation up close. Bobby Trey is the killer's errand boy, paid in drugs and cash. Bobby takes Vanessa out to get the phone back, then bolts seconds before the duo arrives. Cross can't save her. She dies in his arms. Mirror scene with Maria, same helpless feeling, and it rips the wound back open. Before dying, Vanessa managed to send Goodspeed's last voice message to the cloud, and Cross pulls it from the son's tablet.
Tavi, it's not gonna be a good day.
You had to.
On the audio, Goodspeed is panicking, begging Tavio for help.
Something isn't right, man.
Goodspeed used gay apps, and he met a guy before he disappeared. Seducing his prey. That's the killer's signature.
White male, suave, confident. He knows how to use his looks and his charisma on men and women.
Cross doesn't know it yet, but we already know the killer's face. Ed Ramsey, a DC power broker in Washington's elite. Tailored suit, endless connections, charm set to maximum. Except behind the facade, he's a living horror museum. His next victim is Shannon, an art curator with slightly morbid taste. That's exactly what connects her to Ramsey. He spots her, approaches her on Tinder, seduces her, traps her, and boom, basement. Killing for pleasure? No, he's an artist. He recreates famous criminals, 12 people on death row, a pantheon of killers he worships. That's why Goodspeed changed his appearance before he died.
Y'all had to cut his hair off too? Killing him wasn't enough?
And Shannon is the final piece in his collection. He dyes her blonde, preps her, shapes her, until he wants her to look like Eileen Wuornos, the infamous female serial killer. Nothing is left to chance. Everything is detailed, documented. Like a guy applying for hell, his whole project is immortalized in a scrapbook.
Our killer duplicates absolutely everything.
Cross gets an address tied to Goodspeed's voice message. Price Street now. The house has a past, and Cross watches, deduces, and finds a hidden access point, the lair.
Pick up, man. Pick up.
Except Bobby heard about the raid and moved Shannon. The chase starts 1 minute too late, but Cross recovers evidence Bobby left behind: the scrapbook, the killer's mental blueprint, his method, his cult, and most importantly, proof the Goodspeed case and Shannon are connected.
What are we calling this freak?
Calling him the Fanboy.
With the book, Cross works like a profiler. He can build the Fanboy's profile, his obsessions, his rules, his next moves, and Cross knows it. When you find a monster's Bible, he always ends up coming back to mass.
We took a piece of him.
Detective Wu is the weak link. He hands the book to Bobby, not knowing there's a tracker inside. Cross and Samson burst in, try to grab Bobby, but he escapes by swimming with the book. That move shakes everyone. How many cops are compromised? Are there moles inside the precinct? From this point on, they move like they trust nobody, except one ally. Kayla Craig, on paper, is Cross's federal backup. FBI agent, she has the resources and access local police don't, and she's the extra muscle when the case stalls. They've worked together before on a big case.
You're a national hero and nobody knows who I am.
Kayla agrees to help Cross, but it's give and take.
Stay by your phone.
And Cross knows it. He owes her.
Mind if I use the shower?
Between leads, Kayla is also having an affair with Samson.
You're gonna tell him?
About what?
She's there at the key moments. She connects dots, and most importantly, she finally links the Fanboy to Ed Ramsey. Cross is thrilled. He's sure of it. It's him.
Where are you going?
His birthday party.
Quick break. If you're enjoying this recap, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Appreciate it. All right, let's get back to it. Cross slips into Ramsey's birthday party through his girlfriend, Elle Montero, a woman involved in an education charity. She knows Ramsey because he's a major donor to her organization. Except when she realizes he's the Fanboy and Cross used her to get to him, it doesn't go well. Appetizers, choir, fancy people, and surprise! Anderson is there too. Seeing her there instantly raises eyebrows. And yeah, since the start, she's been trying to close the Goodspeed case fast. So what is she? Ramsey's accomplice or just a career climber?
You're either going up or down.
But while the champagne flows upstairs, Shannon fights back. She manages to escape at the exact moment Senator Caitlin Goldman, who stepped out to smoke in secret, runs into her mid-escape. Ramsey catches up and Shannon deliberately cuts her own face to slow his plans. If Caitlin becomes a witness, Ramsey keeps her on a leash. He has compromising dirt on her husband, videos with underage young men. Ramsey uses it as a threat or as leverage in their little deals. Ramsey, he's a gator in the swamp, rich, untouchable, and loaded with dirt on everybody.
Are you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Ramsey loves theater, and he lays out Cross's childhood with zero shame, like he owns it. He positions himself as a mentor. Really, he has a sick need to feel indispensable. But he doesn't save. He shapes Cross's story like he lived it himself. It's the dark version of the hero complex.
You give me time to get in his head. We're gonna need all there is to know about Ramsey, including how he grew up.
What about his family?
Meanwhile, Samson goes to Indiana to dig into Ramsey's origins. He meets Ramsey's mother, who was supposed to be dead.
Well, shortly after my mother was killed.
It's part of the broken hero mythology. It's easier to tell everyone the orphan who lost his mom than the psychopath who abandoned his sick mother after killing his sister. Cross uses those discoveries to try to hit Ramsey back, except he slips, and he loses his cool.
Ramsey, who is this? This is his mother, recorded tonight at her home.
And right there, you want to yell at him, "Bro, shut up!" That's his problem. He always wants to scream justice, but he shows his hand way too early. He accuses Ramsey in public, and he answers with a bombshell.
The only monster that I see in this room is you.
Through a discreet accomplice, he leaks a video of Cross in a violent moment. Back then, Cross was hunting Maria's killer, but he had the wrong target. Fallout? His credibility takes a bullet. Cross gets suspended. He hands over his badge, his gun. Then he explodes at Samson unfairly when the bro was just trying to help. And as if that wasn't enough, he's also dealing with a stalker harassing his family. On the edge of the cliff, the story tightens. Cross can chase monsters outside, but the emotional heart is his home. And still, the bro doesn't drop the case.
That I too could be an artist, become one of those gods myself.
Thanks to Kayla. Always, Cross gets a key witness from Ramsey's past. White Mike, former singer with extreme staging, known for playing with violent imagery. Ramsey thought they shared the same impulse, and he manipulated Mike into killing one of their friends. Cross convinces him to testify against Ramsey and go into protection. Except at the safe house, the witness is murdered by a corrupt cop. And no, it wasn't Anderson. It was Lieutenant Orsine Massey. She follows Ramsey's orders because he made her IVF happen. And on top of that, she's the one who leaked the video of Cross.
It's only two people that could have been. And I know it wasn't you.
Samson follows the trail to Massey and convinces her to turn herself in. From there, trust at the precinct completely explodes. A small team forms to keep the investigation alive. Vega and DeLackner.
Make a bitch feel special.
Together, they finally try to corner Ramsey. Caitlin finally talks to Cross. She confirms Shannon injured herself.
It's gonna take more than makeup.
Right. Would need a plastic surgeon.
And that leads Cross to Dr. Maria Dane, who was at the birthday party and treated Shannon before the big day. At first, Cross thinks Dane is a victim, a woman being blackmailed, except in reality, she's a collaborator, a Ramsey admirer. And that's when it gets genuinely disturbing. It's not just one psychopath, it's an entire community of rich fanatics. Barista, bodyguard, butler, they recognize each other by a wrist tattoo, a circular symbol. It's a mix of fan club and cult. This audience follows Ramsey live. When he addresses them, he wears a mask, not to hide, but to stage himself. And when the big day arrives for Shannon, the peak of his ritual, Ramsey removes the mask because he wants to be worshipped.
Ed Ramsey isn't blackmailing me. He's an artist, a visionary.
At the office, the doctor drives a paralytic into Cross's chest. And right before he blacks out, Cross slips his phone into Dane's bag. Rescued by Samson, Cross hunts her down. Dane has front row seats to admire Ramsey's show. He launches his ritual to kill Shannon, but Cross steps in.
Don't do it!
Shannon is saved, but Ramsey manages to escape before killing himself. Except it's a fake out. He wakes up in the hospital basement, then comes back up disguised as a doctor, trying to finish his masterpiece. Take Shannon out, except Cross figured it out.
A guy like that, he's never gonna give up.
He nailed the profile, and he's waiting.
It's over, Ramsey.
Ramsey is arrested, alive, for real.
You'll be cleared. You're the cop who took down DC's most prolific serial killer.
Ramsey, in prison, confesses way too easily. Yeah, because his dream is to become a true crime celebrity, just like the ones he worships. Except, Cross refuses to let him become a legend. So he burns Ramsey's album. No! Without proof, he's convicted for one murder only, Goodspeed.
I came to say thank you.
Are we having a civil conversation, Malika?
Cross finds a scapegoat for the other 11 crimes. Bobby.
He is planning on using that book to make you America's Most Wanted.
Bobby is trapped, and Kayla offers him an official deal. Turn himself in, get a lighter sentence, and give police info on Ramsey's victims. Then Kayla makes it business. She offers Bobby money too, to get the compromising secrets Ramsey kept on influential people. She wants her hands on Ramsey's blackmail stash. And Kayla, just like that, steps into a gray zone. We'll learn more about her role in season 2.
Those kills are mine!
The case is closed, except Cross is still damaged with a stalker on his back. If you want me to tell that story in a video, the one that reveals the origin of Maria's death, just comment "stalker" under this video. Catch you next time. Bye.